This is Hino's Sport bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, time for me to dump on Terence Crawford again. Listen, when you got your brother that's sitting here, it ain't about the money, it's about the belts, it's about us fighting our opponents. How does that sound to you? That's about the most juvenile stuff I've ever heard in my life. See, you could tell these people are Omaha, Nebraskan. Nothing good comes out of Nebraska. Let me say it again. They're Omaha, Nebraskan. Nothing good come out of Nebraska. This is the stuff that we're talking about. I told you guys, I educated you guys a long time ago that boxing is a three-pronged monster. Economics, politics, and then pugilism. Don't let Bud fool you with that dupery. That one trick pony archaic viewpoint of, let's just keep it bags. You know, ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. You know you got to do their lips. Let's just keep it bags. Let's just keep it bags. How can you keep it boxing? Pugilism is last. Let me explain the three-pronged monster and why it is a three-pronged monster. First of all, you have to iron out the economics. What does that mean? You iron out the monies. You got to make sure everybody's getting paid. Fighters, their pay comes last. Unless you're in PBC, because in PBC, they actually treat the fighters like independent contractors or free agents thereof, right? But when you're not part of PBC and you're part of a regular promotional company, i.e. slave trading or indentured servitude in Eddie Hearn or Barry Hearn operation, right? They basically say Eddie Hearn has to get his cut first. And then after he gets his cut, then we look at what the networks are getting. Then after the networks are happy and everybody's cool with that, then we can sit here and negotiate what fighters are making. This is how boxing works. Pugilism is last. Because the politics is, okay, A side, B side scenario. Who's the fighter that has to walk in the ring the last? Who has to walk in the ring first? All of these things have to get figured out. What kind of gloves are going to get wear or going to get worn? Terence Crawford is not the exception to the rule to this. So don't sit here and listen to his brother, who's not the fighter himself, that's telling you, oh, we're not about money, we're about fighting fights. I don't want to hear that nonsense. Because last time I checked, when Errol the True Spence ran up on Terence Crawford, he told you, you too light on your ass, I will straight up stop you. He told him not one, not two, but for the number 3 of confirmation, he told him that 3 times to his damn face. So what are you guys talking about? This is what I'm talking about. This Negro here that don't know how to count his money. Him and Big Mac. That needs to be spitting them damn Big Macs out. These guys are sitting here force-feeding this nonsense to you that Errol the True Spence is supposedly ducking Terence Crawford. Isn't he trying to revive himself from a car accident? How is he ducking Terence Crawford? Does that make any sense to you guys? And then you have these panderers, the pandering narrative coalition. This is what I call them, because like pandering narratives, like the ceiling cap, you see, at the Paris Aïcherie airport, you see the ceiling cap. Once they go up, they must come tumbling down. Let me say it again. Pandering narratives is like a ceiling cap. You see that? Once it goes up, they must come tumbling down. It must come tumbling down because the law of gravity can't stick. Because once you hit the ceiling, where else can you go? This is what Terence Crawford is. He's spewing beta boy nonsense. I mean, this is ridiculous. Oh yes, boxers can be betas too. And you know how you could tell? He's the one begging. Everywhere you turn, he's begging. But he's not doing no heavyweight lifting to position himself into the damn fight. How can you sit here and beg this way, beg that way? You know what I'm saying? And be like these opera singers. But you're not sitting here putting in the work to merit yourself and position yourself into the fight. I told you guys, this is a two-way effort here, not one way. You can't expect Errol the True Spence to do all the heavyweight lifting, i.e. Kell Brook and Sean Porter, and then you do no heavyweight lifting and fighting a lame duck Jeff Horn, a one-legged Jose Benavidez, a 5-year past his prime Amir Khan, and then a 262-day on-the-shelf tune-up. Matter of fact, tune-up is too nice for that. A bum in Green Mean Machine, who happens to be the guy that you thought was so much of a bum, he exposed you with a knockdown. See, this is how it is in fighting. Sometimes these guys, they think they could just get by fighting bums. People don't understand in boxing, styles makes for fights. Eventually, you're going to fight somebody stylistically that's going to give you fits. It's the same nonsense Tyson Fury was doing. And look, what is the drawing line conclusion or parity between them? They both are in top rank. This is what top rank does. They do not do matchmaking well in boxing. They try to make their guys who they feel are the uber echelon talent fight these lame ducks, man. Lower level competition folks. And then every so often when they fight the wrong low level competition person that actually wants to fight back, they get exposed. That's what happened. Terence Crawford got exposed by Mean Machine. And you think that performance that he gave against Mean Machine, oh, I'm going to fight differently against Errol Spence? No, you can't. Because this is prevalent. You know how you could tell that this is a recurring theme for him? Because he's been making the same mistake over and over again. He did this in the Jose Benavidez fight. When Jose Benavidez was touching him upstairs and downstairs, it was a hit me, I'm going to hit you back. He did this going back to Gamboa, man. When Gamboa, I'm telling you, Terence Crawford was a human being that was bow-legged. Gamboa hit him so hard, stanky-legged him. Now he walks straight. He was doing that hit me, I'm going to hit you back too. Because he has this false sense of a dog killer instinct mentality. He thinks that when he gets hit, he has to hit you back. It's this thing where it's a false sense of, oh, I have to get confident. I have to get control. But really, it's insecurity. That's what it is. Because anybody that gets hit and gets touched up, they're not looking to hit you right back. What they realize is, okay, you got me. It was good. Like when Floyd Mayweather used to get hit, or when Errol Spence was getting touched up in the Sean Porter fight. Oh, you got me. And then what they do is they tighten their defense up. And then they try to come back. They don't sit there and say, oh, I'm going to hit you back. You don't do that, hit me, I'm going to hit you back. Hit me, I'm going to hit you back. Hit me, I'm going to hit you back. That's nonsense. That's not boxing. We might as well just do slap boxing out there, if that's the case. You might as well just do street fighting, because that's what happens when people like that fight in those scenarios. And even then, they don't do all of that, because somebody wants to win. And this is the guy that's going to beat Errol Spence. Come on. When he has a flawed fighter DNA style, that he feels that he has to go for the kill each and every single time, and he does it with excess. There's nothing wrong with having a killer instinct. The problem is, in life, everything has to have moderation. I've taught you guys and preached this stuff to you guys. This is what happened when Tommy Hitman Hearns fought Marvin Marvelous Hagler. You guys got to go back and watch that fight. There's a reason why Marvin Marvelous Hagler stopped Tommy Hitman Hearns in 5 rounds. Because he was the composed, moderated dog. And Hitman Hearns was that excessive dog. Hit me, I'm going to hit you back. And he got exposed. That's what's going to happen in a Terence Crawford versus an Errol Spence fight. An excessive dog that's going to have to get put to sleep by the moderated dog that keeps coming with relentless and consistent pressure and body snatching work. This is why I know these two guys don't belong in the ring. Because you can't do that nonsense of hit me, I'm going to hit you back. He tried that with Mean Machine, and Mean Machine just couldn't last. He could only give you 3 to 4 rounds of it. Could you imagine Errol Spence? That is the full vernacular of tactical aggression, technical punching placement, and body snatching work, the levying onslaught of the punishment style. Come on, man. And if he's in obliteration mode, I'm talking about shredded 10-pack, Terence Crawford don't even have a chance. So what are we talking about here, folks? Don't let these folks delude you. Don't let the pandering narratives beguile you, betwixt you, and bamboozle you, man. Because if you allow that to happen, then you're losing sight and you're losing track of what's really going on here. And that's Terence Crawford, Bob Arum, and Bo Mack don't want to do no heavyweight lifting, and they want to cash out. They're using the Earl the True Spence fight as a cash out because they know Terence Crawford is 2 more fights away from becoming irrelevant and obsolete. That's the truth of the fact of the matter, folks. This is Tino's Sport. Check it out.